Warm greetings of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I will be your host for this conference, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to our 2 days international conference on drug discovery and development. I am grateful for all the speakers who have joined with us to share their knowledge and experience. This conference is devoted to current research and theory as well as future perspective on drug discovery and development. I hope this conference is the first conference in offline mode after the pandemic and will resound some of the more relevant theoretical research and practical questions and answers in the oral and poster presentation sessions organized. Through this conference, we would like to engage with all of you in an open, constructive dialogue about drug discovery and drug development. The organizing committee, in collaboration with the office bearers of the trust, built up a stimulating scientific program. In this occasion, I am pleased to welcome our managing trustee, Dr. Senthil Ganesh, to preside over this function. I welcome you, sir. The person who dedicated and devoted all her time in every sphere of this function to become a successful is none other, our beloved correspondent, Madam Sri Vidya Lakshmi Senthil Ganesh. I welcome you, Madam. I feel extremely glad to welcome our chief guest, Mr. Ponrajan, sir, who always extend the support to us whenever a statutory requirement and accepted our invitation to come and honor this function. I welcome you, sir. The best well-wisher always stand and join hand with us to bring up and uplift our colleges. No doubt, Dr. D.T. Ravi, Principal, Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Paramedical Sciences. We are very much thankful to him for gracing this event as a guest of honor. I welcome you, sir. Our respectful secretary, Dr. Nagarajan Madam, who played a vital role in making this conference a mega success. I welcome Dr. Nagarajan Madam to this functions. Welcome you, Madam. I hope my team of staff members will not mind for not mentioning their name here, as I feel they are part and parcel of this function. As a whole, I welcome my team of staff members and non-teaching members. Last but not least, I welcome these delegates, research scholars, and the students of RVS and other colleges for showing the interest in gaining the knowledge. Also, I welcome our special invitee, Dr. Kalpana Kopalan, a rated IAS officer, to accepting our invitation and attending this function to felicitate. I welcome you, Madam. I hope you all will understand the value of your personality and will enhance it for a better future. I ensure you all that this conference will be a profitable for you in every aspect. Friends, this is all from me. Thank you all being such a patient listener. I welcome you all to this conference. Thank you.
I would like to invite Dr. K. Senthil Ganesh, Managing Trustee, RVS Educational Trust, to address this esteemed gathering.
Most respected chief guest of this inaugural function, our guest of honor, dignitaries on the dais, delegates from far and wide, speakers, international speakers from Sweden, from other countries in Europe, and from other states in North India, from North India. It's really an honor for our pharmacy college to host this international conference. Actually, the thought came about 6 months back when we were discussing about what are the activities that we should be concentrating post-COVID, especially in the academic sphere. the COVID has really thrown a spanner into all the activities, and especially the teaching learning process, I would say, is the most affected. And it's not very easy when such a when such an event happens, the entire culture shifts. This is not happening. This is happening not just in higher education, but all over the world. For example, like we all learned new ways of working, and now many companies around the world are struggling to pull back employees into the office. We got accustomed to working from home, working from faraway places, especially certain countries are now issuing visas called nomad visas, where they want people to come and settle there and work, work wherever they want to work. So it doesn't have to be in that respective country. So what I'm trying to say is the entire culture got shifted, and we really wanted to, preserve the traditional practices that have proved very, very successful. Yes, in this day and age, technology has given us immense possibilities to gather and to conduct our events. But whatever said and done, I myself am a trained technocrat in computer science, but I still feel face-to-face meetings like this is an essential part of not just delivering information, but also to kind of network and to bond with each other. Ultimately, we are all social animals. So with that thought, we said that we will conduct an international conference. And when we thought about what are all the things that we should be doing, the first thing that came to our mind was we should renovate this auditorium. This auditorium was built about 30 years back, and it really needed a renovation. And so we put our our maintenance team, internal and our external team together, and we started the preparatory work. And you wouldn't believe, it was just day before yesterday evening they pulled this together. We were really wondering whether they would get this auditorium ready. Thanks to the entire team for making this happen. You have really given a fillip to this place. I think some of the guests who have come here previously would know what the change is. So I would like to place on record my appreciations and my thanks to the entire team. And a special thanks and congratulations to the team who organized this conference, because Principal was, the moment I told this idea, Principal was very, very enthusiastic. He said, "Sir, we'll bring, don't worry about speakers, we'll bring from other countries as well." I was really shocked when he said he can bring people from other countries, because usually professors, plan all these events, especially if they have to do international travel. They actually plan out a year before, and requesting them to travel at such a short notice would probably, I thought, was a very, very big task. But somehow the entire team pulled it together. And congratulations to the principal and to each and every one of you who have worked diligently day and night to make this a big success. I also would like to once again welcome the delegates. Initially we thought we will have about 500, then it became 600, and yesterday evening principal called me and said we are going to get another 100 more people. We have to arrange accommodation. Again, our team came together at the last moment, and I hope they've really given you accommodation. They've accommodated all of you. I was told that all of you are well accommodated, and I'm sure you will find the deliberations fruitful. We have lined up quite a big lineup of speakers who are accomplished in their own spheres. And in this morning conversation, I was just talking to our chief guest. He was, I was just talking about the industry and in general, and he was giving, he was talking about the issues that are happening in pharmaceutical industry that needs to get resolved. So this is something that we will probably look into that. Principal just introduced Dr. Kalpana Gopalan. She's a retired IAS officer from Karnataka cadre. She retired as additional chief secretary. So with her guidance, we are starting a Institute of Public Policy. She's the chairperson of Padmavati Institute of Public Policy. And one of the objectives is to understand the different industry issues and make some policy recommendations to the government. So this is something that we will also take it up. It is a very new initiative. In every conference, we talk about industry institute interaction because I don't know about pharmacy in general, but most of the industries and educational institutions, unlike in the West, we don't have very close collaborations. So I'm sure this Public Policy Institute will take the first step in ensuring that, and Pharmacy College can lead the way for the other institutions under RVS. So with this, I would like to again welcome each and every one of you, the speakers, the staff from various colleges, and I really wish you have a very fruitful deliberation the next 2 days. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you for gracing us with your wisdom and inspiring us with your leadership thoughts. I would like to invite our ever-charming Secretary, Ma'am, Dr. R. Nagarani, RVS Institute of Health Science and Ayurveda College, to introduce our chief guest.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, faculty members, students, resource persons, a very warm welcome to you all. We are honored and delighted to have each one of you on this auspicious occasion. A great leader is a guiding light, illuminating the path for others to follow. Today, we are incredibly privileged to have with us such an exceptional leader who has made an indelible mark in the field of pharmacy. It's my honor to introduce our esteemed chief guest of this day, Mr. Ponrajan Paramasivam, Managing Partner of Pharma Fabrican, a leading pharmacy industry in Madurai. In 1982, Pharma Fabrican was launched under his able leadership and guidance. He is a highly accomplished individual in pharma marketing, also manufacturing, and also an exporter. Over the 40 years, he is in the field of pharmacy. He is a correspondent of the College of Allied Medical Science, Madurai. To his credit, he has received Best Alumni Award. He studied his PUC in Ayappanada Janaki Ammal College, Sivakasi. Also treasurer of Indian Pharmacy Graduate Welfare Trust, Madurai branch. Serves as EC member of the Tamil Nadu Chamber of Commerce and awarded as Best Pharmacist in the pharma industry in 2022 for his significant contribution in the pharma industry. Moreover, he is not only a role model professionally, but also a philanthropist with a heart of gold, actively contributing to various social causes. On behalf of RVS Educational Trust, I welcome our chief guest, Mr. Ponrajan Paramasivam, to grace the occasion today. Thank you, sir.
Respected Managing Trustee, Dr. K. Sendil Ganesh, sir, Correspondent Srimati S. Sri Vidya Lakshmi, Madam, and Secretary Dr. R. Nagarani, Madam, and our beloved Principal Venkat Narayanan, sir, and Professor Dr. T.K. Ravi, sir, and Professor Kavimani, Madam, and all other speakers and professors and my dear beloved students, அனைவருக்கும் இனிய காலை வணக்கம். So they have a well organized conference, say that also an international conference for the benefit of the students. So for what purpose? The purpose is, so every student must want to be successful. Not only the students, everyone want to be successful in life. So it is, if you want to be success, success is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. So which profession you have taking up or choosing is a very, very important. So on that, so you people have chosen the right profession, that is our pharmacy profession. So you will be definitely more successful in your life. So, because why I am telling a pharmacy profession is a best profession, it is a evergreen profession. Because in IT, some other field and all have sometimes it will boom up and sometimes it will come down. But the pharmacy profession is a evergreen profession. It is so I am very proudly I can tell you all that is, so every year the pharmacy profession is showing 18% growth. Even during this corona period also, all other field have a very decline phase. But our pharmacy profession is at that time given a growth of more than 24% growth it was given. So it is a evergreen profession. So I can tell some interesting data about our pharma industry. That is Indian pharma industry current, the domestic sale it is around 40 billion US dollar. 1 billion is equivalent to 100 crores. So it is giving that also US dollar they are telling. 40 billion US dollar. And the export market is more than 27 billion US dollars. And next years, that is we are expecting in 2030. So we are expecting it will be 130 billion US dollars. So that much the growth we are expecting. So it is more than before 2030, 3 times the growth will be there. India export 40% of the US demand and 30% of the UK demand and 50% of the African demand. So they are almost their requirement we are supplying. So India is the ranked 3rd in globally. So the manufacturing quantity wise, volume wise. And WHO given a statement that world requirement, 60% of the requirement was fulfilled by the Indian companies only. So that also vaccines, particular vaccines, that is 60% of the demand was fulfilled by the Indian companies. So more than 20,000 drug manufacturing companies are there in India. So India export more than 200 countries exporting. Another interesting thing is 5.7 lakhs skilled personals are working in a pharma industry. Skilled means mainly our pharmacy profession people are working in the pharma industry. So you are having a great scope. Why I have given all the statement is it is you as a pharmacy graduate, so you have a great scope. But today the world is very, very competitive. So you must be very competent. So for that, so you have to work and you have to learn the things in the college days itself. It is the place you have to learn. So college is the fountain of knowledge. So some of the people come over here to drink. Some of the people have only sip, and some of the people only gargle. It should not be like that. You should drink the maximum, because as a student, if you have done a mistake or if you don't know anything, they will tell he is a student. Just like that they will tell. But at the same time, as soon you have completed your degree and come out and come to the field, at that time if you don't know something, so what will happen? You don't know, you are a pharmacy graduate, you don't know something like that. Not only that, they will tell which college you have studied. They didn't teach. So it is giving a very bad name to the organization also, the institution also. It should not be like that. So you people must be learn the things in your curriculum itself. It is very, very important. So it is all the basic things. So if you want to be successful, so 4 things you have to follow. First one is attitude. So attitude is a positive attitude as well as the negative attitude. So as a human being, we must have a positive attitude. Then only we will be more successful. So I want to give a small example. So what is the positive attitude and what is the negative attitude? You will be very clear. ஸோ நீங்கள் எல்லாருமே கல்யாண வீட்டுக்கு போயிருப்பீங்க. கல்யாண வீட்டில் பந்தியில் உட்காந்து சாப்பிட உட்காந்துருப்பீங்க. ஸோ ஒவ்வொரு ஐட்டமாக வந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஸோ எவ்ரிதிங் வாஸ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங், எல்லாம் நல்லா என்ஜாய் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருப்பீங்க. ஸோ ஃபைனலி பாயாசம் வரும். ஸோ அந்த பாயாசம் வரும்போது கவனிச்சிங்கன்னா கரெக்டாக நம்ம இலைக்கு முன்னால் உள்ள இலையோட பாயாசம் காலி ஆயிரும். ஸோ அவன் பாயாசத்தை எடுக்கிறதுக்கு உள்ளே போவான், போயிருப்பான், வருவான், வந்து நமக்கு அடுத்து நம்மளேருந்து ஆரம்பிக்க தான் செய்வாங்க. ஆனால் என்ன ஆகும்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா கரெக்டாக நம்ம இலையை விட்டுட்டு அடுத்த இலையிலேருந்து ஊற்ற ஆரம்பிச்சிருவான். ஸோ த நெகட்டிவ் ஆட்டிடியூட் பீப்புள் வாட் தே வில் ஃபீல் நோ, ஒரு பாயாசம் கூட எனக்கு சாப்பிட கொடுத்து வைக்கல அப்படிங்கிற ஃபீலிங் அவங்களுக்கு இருக்கும். ஸோ அதே இது இந்த ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் ஆட்டிடியூட் உள்ள ஆளாக இருந்தால் என்ன செய்வான்னா, அண்ணே என்ன இங்கே ஒரு இலை இருக்குது, நான் ஒரு ஆள் உட்காந்துருக்கேன், நம்மளை கவனிக்காமல் போகிறீங்க, நம்ம இலைக்கு பாயாசம் கொடுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டு வாங்கி சாப்பிடுவாங்க. சாப்பிட்டு திருப்தியாக போயிடுவாங்க. ஆனால் இந்த நெகட்டிவ் ஆட்டிடியூட் ஆனவன் பாயாசமும் குடிச்சிருக்க மாட்டான், மனசும் வெறுத்து போவான். ஸோ we must have the positive attitude in all things. இது இந்த பேசிக், இது என்ன பாயாசம் சாப்பிட்றதுக்கு இந்த கதையை சொல்லலை நான் வந்து, இட் இஸ் இன் யுவர் லைஃப். ஸோ எவ்ரி திங் யூ டு டேக் வெரி ஸ்போர்ட்டிவாக எடுத்துக்கணும். ஸோ பாசிட்டிவ் ஆட்டிடியூடாக இருந்தால் தான் நீங்கள் யூ கேன் ஏபிள் டு சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் இன் யுவர் லைஃப். ஸோ செகண்ட் ஒன் இஸ் த செல்ஃப் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ். ஸோ you must have your own feeling and your own self-confidence that I can do anything, I can definitely achieve it. Like a feeling everyone must have. Then only you will be more successful. So I can give a small example. So everybody knows Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison, he has invented so many things. So bulb, electricity, phone, camera and movie, so many things he has invented. But at his age 67, during the year 1914, so he is having a very big laboratory, research laboratory he is having. So it was engulfed in flame, it was fired. So, but he did not angry and he not go to a depression. இப்போ நம்மளாக இருந்தால் என்ன செய்வோம், ஐயோ போச்சு, நான் என்னெல்லாமோ பண்ணியிருந்தேன், அப்படி பண்ணியிருந்தேன், நாளைக்கே நான் வந்து ஒரு பேட்டர்ன் வாங்கியிருப்பேன், இது வந்து பெரிய விஷயமா நடந்திருக்கும், உலகத்திலே நான் தான் முத ஆள் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி சொல்லியிருப்போம். பட் வாட் he was telling no. So he was telling his son that அவர் சன்னை வந்து ரொம்ப ஃபீல் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்காரு. அப்போ he was telling his son, so what are the mistakes till today I have done, everything was burned out. From tomorrow onwards I will start once again the new things. Definitely I invented so many new things. So after that only he was invented so many items, so many things he has invented. So the only thing, you must have the self-confidence. So definitely you will be more successful. And the third one is the hard working. எல்லாருமே சொல்கிறதான் ஹார்ட் ஒர்க்கிங் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து. பட் ஹார்ட் ஒர்க்கு சக்ஸஸை கொடுக்குமா, டேலண்ட் சக்ஸஸாக கொடுக்குமா? நார்மலி ஒருத்தர் நல்லா சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கான்னா we used to tell he is a talented person, so only he is a successful, like that we got to tell. But it is not like that. But hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. ஸோ எங்கே வந்து டேலண்ட்டை இருந்துமே ஜெயிக்க முடியாத இடத்துல கூட ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் பீப்புள் கேன் ஏபிள் டு சக்ஸஸ். ஸோ ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் இஸ் ஈக்குவலன்ட் டு நத்திங். ஸோ ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் இஸ் வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். தென் goal setting. So during curriculum itself you set your goal, then only you will be more successful. You prepare yourself, this is the place you have to prepare yourself, what I want to be, so what is my future, everything you decide here itself. For that you learn the things here and you will be definitely more successful. So there is a goal setting also, is a short term goal and a long term goal. Two type of goals are there. The short term goal, so you want to be successful, I want to be, you hit the university rank, or I want to be passed out something, a good mark, something like that. It is a short term goal. The same time, the long term goal, definitely one day or other in RVS College of Pharmacy, I will be the principal, I will be the secretary, or something like that. I want to start my own, I want to become an entrepreneur. So I want to be the director of drugs control of Tamil Nadu one day. So like that, set your goal. What do I want? You want to be a research scholar. something, you set your goal. So towards that you prepare yourself. Definitely you will be there. So it is very, very important because plenty of opportunities are there in the world. In the globally, you are having a plenty of opportunity. So for example, we can tell, so you can able to count the seeds in an apple. So can you count the apples in a seed? Can you understand? அதாவது ஒரு ஆப்பிள்ல இருக்கக்கூடிய எத்தனை விதை இருக்குங்கிறது என்ன முடியும், ஆனா அந்த ஒரு விதையில இருந்து எவ்வளவு ஆப்பிள் கிடைக்குங்கிறது யாராவது சொல்ல முடியுமா? It was plenty. So like that you are having an opportunity. So as a pharmacy profession, it has a great scope, great work. So many opportunities are there for us in a pharmacy field. So you prepare, you develop yourself. Definitely in this curriculum itself, you develop yourself. Definitely you will be more successful. So last but not the least, I can tell one thing. Winners do not do different things. They do the things very differently. Then only you will be more successful. It was the statement was given by Shiv Kera, you can win book. So everyone, the students, everyone must read You Can Win book. So it will be more successful for your life. So wish you all good luck, and definitely this conference will be useful for you. And so as I already told, so this will also useful for your life in your career. So normally we also as a pharmacy graduate, நாங்கள் வந்து 2000ல் வந்து மதுரை மெடிக்கல் காலேஜில் ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்காக ஃபார்மாஸ்கோப் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு ஒன் டே ப்ரோக்ராம் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணோம். அப்போ வந்திருந்த ஒரு ரிப்போர்ட்டர், நியூஸ் ரிப்போர்ட்டர் வந்து ஹிந்துவில் வந்து ரிப்போர்ட் பண்ணியிருந்தார். என்ன சொல்லியிருந்தாருன்னா, ஸோ கான்ஃபரன்ஸு வந்திருந்த ஸ்பீக்கர்ஸ் எல்லாருமே ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்துச்சு, ஆனால் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து அதை வந்து ப்ராப்பராக யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கல அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருந்தார். இட் ஷுட் நாட் பி லைக் தட். ஸோ இதை வந்து நல்ல முறையில் பயன்படுத்திக்கோங்க. டெஃபினெட்லி இட் வில் பி யூஸ்ஃபுல் ஃபார் அஸ், ஃபார் யூ ஆல்சோ. ஓகே, விஷ் யூ ஆல் த பெஸ்ட். Sir, with your permission, sir, out of the subject, so I am part of the Indian Pharmacy Graduates Association. So one organization is there in India, Indian Pharmacy Graduates Association. So we are having a branch at Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu branch also there. So all the graduates as well as the staff members here and all the students must be enrolled as a member in the Indian Pharmacy Graduates Association. As soon the students member is separate, and after the students become a graduate, must become a permanent member in Indian Pharmacy Graduates Association to strengthen our pharmacy profession. It definitely useful for you all. So through the Indian Pharmacy Graduate Association, for our profession, we have achieved so many things. So you also become a member, and definitely so our profession will be uplifted. Okay, thank you.
I would like to invite our guest of honor, Dr. T.K. Ravi, PharmaGem Principal, College of Pharmacy, Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Paramedical Science, Coimbatore, to deliver the gathering address.
Good morning to one and all assembled here. Most respected Chief Patron and Managing Trustee of RVS Educational Trust, Sri Dr. K. Sendil Ganesh sir, Co-Chief Patron Srimati Srividya Lakshmi Madam, Correspondent, and all the other important dignitaries like Secretary Dr. R. Nagarani Madam, Dr. S. Kavimani from Mother Teresa Institute, our dear Principal Dr. R. Venkat Narayanan, Principal of RVS College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and the most important person who is sitting along with us, Dr. Kalpana Gopalan Madam IAS, Additional Chief Secretary, Government of Karnataka, other dignitaries on and off the dais. First of all, let me thank the chairman and the principal and the management for calling me for this international conference on strategy, concepts, and challenges in drug discovery and development. I'm honored, sir, for being with you all today on this morning. A new initiative which is happening in RVS. In fact, the connect between RVS and me is more than 30 years. And whenever we have a combined program, I used to always call and take the advice of Dr. Senthil Ganesh, your chairman, managing trustee here. And he has come many times whenever we have a program in the Coimbatore zone, combining all the pharma lead institutions, management programs, and I always admire him, the way the concepts he developed and he addressed and he motivate both the faculty, administration members, administrative members, and the students at large of this prestigious RVS institution. So I'm delighted for these two reasons. And Madam is here for a new initiative of policy making and policy suggestions, a program which is a new program which is a very important program which is launched, and Madam is an advisor for that. And another important thing which I could notice is I've come a couple of times here in the same auditorium, and a real compliment, as well as this auditorium has got a big transformation look for any kind of conference, and this is being the first conference, and I appreciate the members who have worked for this particular auditorium to come to this live with a very short period. And chairman was addressing, everyone was pressurized, and they themselves thought it should be a nice program, an international conference to begin with. This goes into this particular day is a red letter day for RVS group of institutions in conducting this particular program in this beautiful ambience auditorium. Congratulations, sir, for this. This two-day international conference on strategy, concepts, and drug discovery and development challenges. Our chief guest has addressed some of the important issues, what they are facing in the industry, and how the pharma industry in India is serving to the global market in various countries. More than 190 to 200 countries, our product is being exported from us. It is not only the multinational, it is the medium-size and small-scale industries put together this hard work, especially in the Corona time, and people were looking into the vaccines, what we provide, and the drugs, what we provide, and it was served to those nations, including US, and it's a pioneering effect of our pharma industry. And you have to be proud to say that you are part of this industry, part of this country, and a significant contribution they have made in the global level. And we all know that it is the third largest pharma product producing country in the globe. Even though the market share compared to them, the volume wise quite high, and we are somewhere around 11 to 12 with the value. That difference only make the drugs affordable from our country. It is one side we are advancing in producing more and more drugs which is affordable. So our population gets the benefit. Not only our population, and the world over, the exported products are providing health, renovate health, and they assure the quality product from our country. There is no compromise what the industry makes. Let it be generic product or the branded product or branded generic. The quality never gets compromised in our country. Periodically, we have upscaled or improved our status. The pharma industry has immediately bounced back, and even though with a lot of difficulties what they had, it is only with them, but they never showed to the public the drug getting given or it is getting exported. And they are with us. And the safety and the cost effectiveness is the prime concern for this industry. The advantage of our industry is the manpower, human resource. And you should be proud to say that you are part of this pharma industry, our pharma industry. Because the advantages are good education, language competency, and hard-working core group involved both in manufacturing and quality control as well as in the drug administration. However, for the last 1 to 2 decades, we are also jumping into the global research area. As you all know, or for information to many of you, a drug from the concept of identification of lead molecule, right from the basic research, till it comes to the market, it takes somewhere around 10 to 14 years, the time for a drug to come. So imagine around 14 years, the drug has to undergo various areas of testing before it comes to the market. And the amount involved in research, in globally, if you look into it, it is more than 1,500 million US dollars for one molecule to come. From 2 lakh molecule initially to start with, and the final outcome is one molecule. It has to rigorously take up all the testing process from the initial basic research, preclinical and clinical testing, as well as finally when it comes to the market, it will have a pharmacovigilance system where strongly they look into the availability and safety of this medication which is provided to our country. There is a big administrative setup is behind that, and that works from the center to the state. The entire drug administration system, again, who sits over there? Most of the places, most of the positions are occupied by the pharmacy graduates. And we have a big network between the production companies and the place where they get distributed, the community pharmacy network. And they say more than around 8 to 9 lakh registered pharmacists, they work in these areas. And you are the point of contact more than an hospital or a public health system. Community pharmacy is the one place where the public immediately go and approach for medication as well as advises what they get from them for their illness and how strong the network should be. It is not only business oriented, we have got a support system to the healthcare sector. And after 2008, we also have got an educational system, the pharmaco or the PharmD program, which is totally clinical pharmacy oriented, how the drug is getting involved, and after manufacturing, when it comes to the hospital level, how the drug is taken by the patient and the effects of this drug in the patient sector and the clinical research, the outcome, because that is purely based on the individuals. And those information is again circulated and it reaches the industry to minor modification in the formulation where the new drug development take place from the existing one. So we are going to see throughout this particular 2 days conference the strategy, concepts, and challenges. Challenges are plenty because pharma industry as well as the pharma education system should collaborate, coordinate with one another. Sir was addressing and he was saying that there must be a strong industry institutional interaction. There must be because engineering system, they have a strong incubation cell where the public and private units, they come to an institution level and they start functioning where the students get an opportunity to work on that. Similar kind of setup should be made in pharma schools or pharma colleges where a small scale unit can help them to look into the various process what takes place in the industry. Even though in the educational subjects, the industrial pharmacy or the new drug development subjects are available, but when you look into the industry concept, the large scale production, unless otherwise you work on it, it is very difficult for you to understand. But our students are capable of doing it, but in case if we could do a collaborative workout with the institutions around a zone, both analytical and industry or manufacturing units can give fire to these aspiring students. I'm sure our chairman, Dr. K. Sendil Ganesh, he was addressing that some kind of coordination can help the students to come out to face these challenges what they're going to have the drug discovery. Because of the huge financial requirement in the field of research, the industry can use the industrial or the researchers in the institutions, and they should try to have them in their board, or the educational system, educational institution should try to have people from the industry in their board to see that there is a mutual coordination take place between two of them, and easily exchange program throughout the course can happen so that they will have the technical know-how, how the research, proper research can be conducted in the institutional and the small and medium scale industries. Because research is an area where it takes long time and financially the requirement is quite high. So they have to balance. Only the multinationals could do it, but today we have these armors like our students who are good in research, and they can be part of the educational collaboration between the small scale industries, medium scale industries, and the institution, so that the challenges can be brought down, the barrier can be broken, and our students can also function as the other developed country students, where they work in a university. Most of the basic level preclinical research is happening in the institution level, not in the industry. And they take the molecule from there. There's a lot of payment is given to the institution to make the research viable for both. So similarly, the researchers in the institution should come forward and work in tandem with the collaborative industry. That will make the development much easier, and strategies can be developed. I'm sure there's a lot of experts. People are from even abroad, they have come over here. They are going to give you a lot of information, and make sure that, first of all, you should understand whenever you do pharmacy, we all know pharmacy is a very, very noble profession, very good noble profession, as well as hard to study if you really want to excel in pharma. So pharma has got all kind of subjects together. It is put together. We have a chemistry, we have the chemistry, and in the healthcare system what is required, we have the anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pathology, all those subjects which you learn. But everything should be put together, and it should not hang on separately. So I can say a small anecdote or a story here, because how the students should look into the whole concept of research in one focused area. If at all, if you go into any of the bigger hotels, a five-star hotel for that sake, and he says, the moment you place an order for a cup of coffee, they don't give you a cup of coffee. They always try to give you a tray full of material. The material contains your milk, you'll have decoction, or you'll have all the utensils, glasses, and teacups, and all those things, all planned and beautifully washed, boiled, washed, everything they do it, and they come and give you one big plate of material to you. And all are perfect. Each and everything is quality tested. We have the resources. But now, the final product should be a cup of coffee. And what do you have to do? Who's supposed to do it? It is the individual who drinks the coffee or individual drinks that particular material should know how to make a good coffee. If he doesn't know the technical know-how, then what will happen? The coffee which he makes will be total failure. He cannot even drink that. Even though everything is provided to you, but if you do not have the art of making it, it becomes a big failure. And this is a system where education should provide you everything, and it should give you the solution, and it also should try to involve in making you to think beyond. Unless otherwise you march ahead of time, it's difficult for you to survive because it's a fast growing. You have been hearing about AI. Artificial intelligence is taking a sweep away, not only in engineering industry, even in pharmacy, in healthcare sector, everywhere AI is going to make a big way. And pharma, if you are good in that, again, your research component, the documentation, the way you collect all the information put together, it becomes easy. A computer literacy is very important, my friend. So think of all those things put together, and I'm sure this 2 days conference will try to open up your mind. Even a small information which you gather. And if you can, as our chief guest said, if you have a clear focal point, if you have a clear focus, what you are going to do next, what you are going to do next, if you have a clear path, a roadmap for your workforce, a roadmap for your destiny, if you can have, I'm sure that will help you. This 2-day conference, try to understand, try to find out, try to discuss, open up your minds and get most of the information from the experts who have come all the way. Please do not leave them. They are going to be here, and address them, ask them. Then you get your answer. Don't be a silent partner. Be an interactive partner throughout these 2 days. With this small note, I'm extremely happy to be here, and I wish you all a very good learning, a very fruitful learning, and this should transform you from an ordinary student to a student with a lot of ideas which should come into your mind. Thank you. Thank you once again.
We now humbly request respected Ma'am Dr. Kalpana Gopalan, IAS, a very special invitee here today, the Dean and Chairperson, Padmavati Center for Public Policy, RVS Educational Trust, Tamil Nadu, to deliver the felicitation address.
எல்லோருக்கும் காலை வணக்கம். Distinguished dignitaries on and off the dais, delegates, participants, organizers. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the leadership and all the members of the RVS family and the College of Pharmacy for this stupendous effort. Pharmacology and pharmacy sciences are important to me in more ways than one. So let me begin on a personal note. First, Kadanda Kalam, past, nostalgia. My father and uncle, Appa and Chittappa, served for very many years as senior executives in Glaxo India and Hext Pharmaceuticals, both massive healthcare giants. So I grew up hearing them discussing the relative merits of different medicines and drugs and their combinations. So drugs and pharmacology are part of my childhood memories, my past, Kadanda Kalam. Second, Nihal Kalam, the present. Today I stand before you as the chairperson of the Padmavati Institute of Public Policy. This is the brainchild of Dr. Srividya and Dr. Sendil Ganesh. We at PIP aspire to examine different areas of interface between industry, government, and society. Healthcare, and that includes pharmacy sciences, is definitely one of those interface areas. Healthcare combines governance, entrepreneurship, and ethics. So, these are subjects that are very much part of my present and the present of PIP and RVS. I hope to interact more with our distinguished guests and the delegates to understand more about the industry and the discipline. Third, Edirkalam, the future. Today, no industry can afford to exist in isolation from society. Nor can any individual hope to live a full life without knowledge of healthcare and basic medicine. Let me give you an example. Some of you will remember that some years ago, about 400 children died in the small village of Muzaffarnagar in Bihar. The incident shocked the national conscience, but a little bit of research revealed that this had been going on for several years. In that particular year, there were more deaths than usual, about 400 children, and therefore it caught national attention. What actually had happened was very simple. It was lychee picking season, lychee, the fruit lychee. So children used to go to pluck lychees. Unfortunately, we have lost our traditional advice, our grandmother's medicine or natural medicine, and modern allopathic medicine has not yet stepped in to fill that gap. So there is a lag there. And the parents were not aware that children had to be given a full meal. These were poor children. So they went to bed without having their dinner. They wake up the next morning, they go to pluck lychees. It creates, sir probably will be able to explain that in a greater detail, but it created a blood sugar imbalance and it resulted in their deaths. Only two simple interventions were required to prevent this great tragedy. Either the parents had to be educated to feed the children a full meal so that they don't go to bed with an empty stomach, or within 4 hours of the onset of the imbalance, they had to be administered with glucose so that the imbalance is corrected. So neither the parents were aware because they had lost their traditional knowledge, nor modern allopathic medicine was agile enough. There was knowledge, but it was not agile enough. Our systems were not agile enough to step in and fill that gap. And this resulted in that great tragedy. So this is one example where, some knowledge, some basic knowledge and understanding both among the public, the general public, and the industry as a whole would have helped society and averted a great tragedy. Therefore, I want to emphasize that pharma sciences and healthcare are a part and an integral part of not just mine but our collective future. So, for all of us, this 2-day conference is part of our Kadanda Kalam, our Nihal Kalam, and our Edir Kalam, our collective past, present, and our future. my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to all participants to carve a healthy, happy, and ethical Edirkalam future for all of us. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Next, we would like to invite our chief guest, Mr. Ponraj Paramashivam, Managing Partner, Pharma Fabricon, to release the International Conference Abstract Book, SCIENTIA-2023.
The pharmaceutical industries plays a pivotal role in shaping the healthcare landscape. And as students and educators, we understand the value of bridging the gap between academics and industry. This MOU exchange marks a significant step towards creating a bridge between the academic world and the pharmaceutical industry. Our college, RVS College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, has tied up with the esteemed Pharma Fabricon industry located at Madurai, Tamil Nadu.
Now, we would like to invite our guest of honor, Dr. T.K. Ravi, Pharma Gem, to release the textbook of Industrial Pharmacy 1 for 5th semester B.Pharm students, authored by Dr. Barish, HOD, Department of Pharmaceutics. And now, followed by the release of textbook of Pharmacovigilance for 8th semester B.Pharm students, authored by Dr. Shivashakti, HOD, Department of Pharmacy Practice. And we kindly request Dr. Shivashakti to receive the copy.
I'd like to request our Secretary Ma'am, Dr. R. Nagarani, RVS Institute of Health Science and Ayurveda College, to present the memento to Chief Guest Mr. Ponrajan Paramasivam. I'd like to request our Principal, Dr. R. Venkatanarayanan Sir, RVS College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, to present the memento to our Guest of Honor, Dr. T.K. Ravi Sir.